Effective Solutions, the makers of the QSalesData QuickBooks link for ACT, is proud to announce the release of our new QSalesData Billing module. If you're running a consulting or service organization and struggle with entering and tracking your billable time, this is the solution for you. With the QSalesData Billing module, you can track all of your billings in your ACT database, and then push all of your billable entries to QuickBooks as invoices when you're ready to bill. Let's see how it works. So after completing the quick and easy setup of the QSalesData Billing module, you have three simple ways to create billing entries in ACT. First way is to clear an activity from ACT. And the most common situation is you get back from a customer location and you have a calendar entry already there, and you can simply right click on that calendar item and clear it. You'd fill out the information for that particular session, so I'll go ahead and put in here end user training session and any other details that are appropriate. And then when you click on OK, it'll ask you, would you like to bill this? And the QSalesData Billing module has a configurator that lets you pick what activity types trigger this question. So in this case, I have this type up here, billable activity tag to trigger. So I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. And from here, I can just fill out the bill something information. So I'm going to go ahead and add that item and click on OK, and that will go to the billing tab of that particular contact, the QB billing tab. So the first way is from clearing a calendar item or an activity. The second way to create a billable entry is to create a history item. So I can simply click on the history button, pick an activity type that'll trigger a billable activity, and from here I can say ACT Consulting, troubleshoot, ACT install, and tell it that it lasted 1 hour, and click on OK. It'll ask me, do I want to bill this? Because it's in my trigger list. I hit yes. I can go ahead and add that item and click on OK. And the third way is to do a manual billing entry, which is just simply going to the QB billing tab of the appropriate contact, clicking on bill something, and then I can go ahead and fill this out. So let's say I sold them some ACT licenses. And I could add that and click on OK. So those are the three ways to create billing entries. When you're on that bill something screen, just note that you can add multiple entries here, and you can adjust any of the items, and also this item list is your QuickBooks item list. So you as a consulting firm or a service organization just continue to create those billing entries as you do billable work. Then when you're ready to bill your customers, the first step is to review those billing entries and tag them as ready to bill. To do that, from the QB Billing tab, you simply click on Ready to Bill, and it will by default be set to the unbilled activities. These are all of the billing entries that you need to review and tag as ready to bill. So you can look at these individually, you can double click on an item to review it or make any adjustments. When it's ready to bill, you can highlight the item and tag it as ready to bill. If you reviewed all of them and you want to select all, you can click on Select All and tag as ready to bill. The left hand side, notice that the billing items are grouped by customer and contact, so I can go ahead and just repeat that process, tagging them as ready to bill. And I can change my status filter to look at the ready to bill items, and these entries now are ready to push to QuickBooks. Once all the appropriate entries are tagged as ready to bill, you can click on the Create Invoices button to push those ready to bill items to QuickBooks. Let's go ahead and do that. Note that the Create Invoices process will perform consolidated invoicing on the ready to bill items, meaning that a single invoice will be created for each QuickBooks customer record. So for example, if you had 3 billing items for ABC Company, it would create one invoice in QuickBooks with 3 line items. From the Create Invoices screen, you get to dictate what invoice date you want on those invoices and also set the printing option. You can choose to use the preferred method in QuickBooks if you're setting that. Otherwise, you could tag them as to be emailed or to be printed. The most common way to do it is to be printed. You click on OK, and it will push those invoices over to QuickBooks. Notice the status is updating here, and it'll let us know when those are done. The conversion's complete. It's done creating invoices. We can simply then go to QuickBooks, go to File. In this case, we chose to print those, or tag them as to be printed. So we can go to Print Forms, Invoices, and there are 3 invoices ready to be printed. And that's it. So our QB billing module, once again, changes the way that you do business. You can track all of your billing entries in ACT and review them and push them to QuickBooks easily and efficiently. Thank you for your time, and we hope you enjoy our product.